In the world of HR, we often focus on people, culture, and strategy, but we can learn so much from other functions. So, what can we learn from the finance function that translates really well into HR? So, one, data driven decision making. Finance is all about numbers. They use data to make informed decisions and justify investments. And we need to do the same sometimes. I won't be someone who says data is the only way to take a decision about people, but it can really help your fellow business leaders understand the problem you're trying to solve. And when it comes to telling a story using numbers, some finance people are really amazing at it. Although I'll be honest, the finance function could probably do with a few more people good at it as well. It seems to be a very rare skill. Two, risk management. Most places I've worked, finance has typically been responsible for the process of identifying and mitigating risks. Not always the most interesting thing to do, and like any function, when asked to, I would make sure I put aside a few hours and complete the relevant risk matrix. But the two places I look at when I start thinking about the HR strategy are the business strategy and the business risk matrix. I'm not sure some of my HR colleagues value understanding risks as much as I do. Three, strategic planning and alignment. The finance team is always heavily involved in long term planning and turning the strategy into numbers. And we've got to do the same, of course. I'd like to think as a function we're getting much better at this, but we can definitely learn from our finance colleagues when it comes to aligning our people strategy with the organisation's overall goals. After all, we've also got a very big part to play in ensuring our initiatives support business growth and profitability. And four, cost benefit analysis. Finance is all about ROI. Frustratingly, sometimes it means they need an ROI on everything before they can agree to it. And in the people function, we can tie ourselves up in knots trying to prove the ROI on a training course, for example, which I usually don't think is the most relevant measure. However, becoming better at quantifying the impact and effectiveness of our initiatives, not just in numbers, but in qualitative ways as well, helps us demonstrate their value to the business, and sometimes that is required to secure the necessary resources. As always, I'm sure there are others. Drop them in the comments and we'll see what people think.